Are you posting daily on Instagram but still struggling to get students as an online teacher? Well, you are not alone. When I first started using Instagram to market my own online music lessons, I had no idea what I was doing and wasted so much time on the wrong strategies. But imagine if you knew exactly what to post to attract online students without wasting time on the things that don't work. And if you had a reliable, steady stream of student inquiries from dream families coming in weekly from your Instagram for your online music lessons. Now, that's a reality for my own online music studio. We have had over 100 enrollments in the last 6 months from our own Instagram marketing. That's why today I am sharing the 5 things that I wish that I knew before using Instagram to find students to teach music online. Now, make sure to stay until the end because I am going to talk about the biggest misconception that I hear all the time about using Instagram to find online students. Hi there, my name is Katie Gettys and I am a full-time online music studio owner and a teacher business coach. I help online teachers build predictable, consistent student enrollments without being stuck on a third-party platform. Make sure to grab my free mini course that's linked below called Beyond the Platform. So the first thing that I wish that I knew before using Instagram to find students to teach music online, and it's probably gonna be controversial, but I just don't care, is to stop posting music tutorials. We have all seen them. The Let's Learn to Play Twinkle Little Star in 60 seconds or less videos. And hey, I've made them too, let's be honest. But here's why I do not recommend focusing on content like this. Your content is going to perform well if it resonates with your dream client and it speaks to their desires and the struggles that they have. They want to feel seen and heard and understood by you when they come across your content. Another important thing to remember is that we want to get so specific and paint a picture with the copy of our content so that when somebody reads it, they feel like you are speaking directly to them. And finally, we want to create content that builds the know, like, and trust with people. One where you speak about the teaching methods that you use in your lessons, how you get students from point A to point B. You share some student success stories, some of the results that you've been able to get from your own students, and what makes your lessons different. But if they just come across a music tutorial, they're gonna think they can do this without you. They don't need your lessons in order to learn this song. Instead, with our content, we need to figure out how we can position your lessons as the solution to their problems. If this is starting to make sense, then make sure to head over to my Instagram where I talk about how to create content that actually converts into paying students all the time. Make sure to follow me there if you don't already. The second thing that I wish that I knew before using Instagram to find online students as a music teacher is that you are speaking to the parent in your content. Messaging is everything, and making sure that we are speaking to the right person is step 1 to creating content that actually converts. So for so many of us, kids may be the one that's actually taking the lessons, but they aren't the ones that are scrolling social media. It's the parents that are the ones that are making the decision to enroll their students in your lessons. So make sure that the messaging you write speaks to what the parents actually care about. Ask yourself, what are the desires and the struggles of the parent of my dream student? And I know that this can be really tricky, so start by picturing one family that you are currently working with or that you've worked with before and speak directly to them and only them when you're writing your content. I promise that this works because likely the struggles that they're facing and the things that they wanted for their kiddo are very similar to what other parents want as well. If you want to dive deep into this, then make sure to check out Beyond the Platform, my free mini course where I break down the 3 biggest things that led to me enrolling 45 students into my own online music studio in just 60 days. Make sure to check it out in the links below. The third thing that I wish that I knew before using Instagram to find online students as a music teacher is that call to actions, also known as CTAs, make all the difference. No matter how strong your content is or how many people that it resonates with, if you do not give a strong call to action to your people, your content will not convert. You have to tell people what to do next, whether it's booking a trial lesson or grabbing a freebie or sending you a DM. Every single post should have a clear call to action. I know at first when you're getting used to building this sales muscle that this can feel really gross and salesy, but the reality is that people are so busy. They do not want to have to make another decision in their day. So we have to tell them what to do next. We have to make it as simple as we possibly can. It's our job to activate people and to move them through our sales process. So for example, let's say that you are selling private lessons as an online music teacher. Your CTA could be something like comment info to chat more details. They comment the word info, then you send them a direct message, a DM, and you start to chat and build a relationship with them, and then you invite them to a consultation call or a trial lesson over Zoom, and then you enroll them into lessons from there. Another example is my call to action right here. I walk clients through these things inside of my signature group program, the online teacher enrollment system, all the time. Just send me a DM on Instagram with the word system if you're interested, and we can chat more details. Do you see what I did there? The fourth thing that I wish that I knew before using Instagram to find online students as a music teacher is to stop worrying about hashtags and instead use trending audio. For the longest time, I thought hashtags were the key to growing on Instagram, but in 2025, they are just not it anymore. What can help your posts get seen more these days is using a trending audio in your reels. You know how as you scroll through different reels, you can see that arrow that's pointing up next to a song title? You can click on that audio, save it, and then use it in your next reel as the background music. Instagram pushes out these reels even more if you're using trending audio, so this can help your reels get seen by more people. Try this out in your next reel and send me a DM on Instagram to tell me if you saw a difference in your reach or not. The fifth thing that I wish that I knew before using Instagram to find online students as a music teacher is that you do not have to have a big following to get students. Okay, as I mentioned at the start of this video, one of the biggest misconceptions is thinking that you need thousands of followers before you can start enrolling students. What actually matters is having the right followers, engaged parents who are interested in your lessons. And a small, engaged audience of 300 to 500 followers can absolutely fill your teaching schedule. So instead of chasing followers, what we call vanity metrics in social media world, focus on building connections, answering DMs, reaching out to people in the DMs, nurturing your audience that you already have. One of my clients, Alejandra, had booked 20 time slots in her schedule using her Instagram for marketing her online lessons for kids before she even reached 500 followers. How crazy is that? And now her next step is to become an organization and hire other teachers so she can start handing off her own teaching hours. On this channel, I create videos about growing your online student base, but I also talk about scaling through hiring and through systems. So if you haven't already, then make sure to hit the subscribe button below so that you don't miss a future video. So just to recap a little bit, the 5 things that I wish that I knew before using Instagram to find students to teach music online are to stop posting music tutorials and instead to focus on content that builds trust and speaks to parents' desires and struggles. 2, to make sure to speak directly to the parent in your copy since they're the one that's making the buying decision. 3, to always include a strong call to action so that we guide people to the very next step in your sales process. 4, to forget hashtags and focus on trending audio instead to boost your visibility. And 5, that you do not need a huge following to find students. You just need the right audience and a strong strategy. If you focus on these 5 things, you'll start seeing way better results using Instagram without spending hours and hours on content that doesn't work. You'll create a studio that grows consistently without the constant struggle of finding new students. If this video was helpful for you today, make sure to give it a like and hit the subscription button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.